Hey everyone, welcome back to another Midjourney tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create logos using Midjourney. And there can be different styles of logos, right? People make letter logos, emblem logos, mascot logos, right? So let's start exploring how to create these kinds of logos. And I'll start with something very simple. So I'm using a simple prompt for now. Logo design using the letter C for a coffee shop and add some coffee elements, right? And we'll progressively see how to make these more interesting. But let's start with something basic for now and see what comes up. Also, another thing to note is Midjourney is not great with text, but when it comes to letters, it seems to do okay. And this is what Midjourney has come up with. These look quite interesting, right? And you can upscale and start building on top. Let's try an emblem logo. Look at this. These are beautiful emblem logos. For logos that have text in them, you can always export them and edit in Illustrator, Canva, whatever works, and you can remove these parts and add your own name, your own cafe's name, I mean. Let's try a mascot logo. So a mascot logo for a cafe, use cafe elements. These are the mascots that came out. Of course, you can also specify what you want as a mascot, right? And that can be done as well. Now that we've created some basic logos, let's see how much more detail we can add to them and how we can sort of gear the entire design towards what we're looking for, add more details to it. So the first thing you can use is art genres. There are different kinds of art genres, and what kind of output do you want? What kind of vibe do you want on your logo? So for example, these are some genres, right? And I would highly recommend that you just make a simple Google search and find different kinds of art genres and see what kind of style you're actually looking for. But each of these styles will give you something very different. Let's try them out and see what comes out. So what I've written here is logo for an ice cream shop, minimalistic. And I will do the same for the other two as well. And there we are. We've used the same prompt logo for an ice cream shop, but when we say the art genre should be minimalistic, this is what comes out. When we change it to pop art, this is what comes out. And when we change it to psychedelic, this is what comes out. So just adding what art genre you're looking for can make a lot of difference in your logo. The second thing to add could be some artistic techniques like line art, screen print, gradients, flat design, these kind of things. And again, I would encourage you to go to Google, make a simple Google search for different kind of artistic techniques, and you'll find a lot of options there. And from there, you can decide which one sort of works for the branding and the vibe that you're going for in your logo. But let's try adding some of this and see what comes up. Logo for an ice cream shop, line art. I'll do the same for the others as well. And let's see what we got. So this is logo of the ice cream shop with line art, with gradients. And just because we mentioned gradients, I added colors as well, blue and red. Screen print, flat design. The next tip here is what I already used, blues and red, right? So whatever your brand colors are, you can mention those colors so that most of the logo ends up representing those colors. So now that we've done all of this, let's create one logo by combining all of the things that we've discussed, the art genre, techniques, colors, all of that. So I'm creating logo for an ice cream shop. The art genre I've chosen is pop art. Artistic technique is flat design. Colors are blue and red. This is what came out. To build on top of this, we can add the no parameter and remove the things that we don't want in our logo. So I've removed human faces and realistic photo details because I don't want the logo to have human faces or anything that is very realistic. There you go. And these look a lot better. And you can export this to Illustrator, Canva, and edit over these parts to actually add the text for your business and also create a vector version for these logos that you can use. Another thing that people do is that there are some famous logo designers in the world. One such example is Paul Rand, and he created these logos. So these are some of the iconic companies in the world, and their logos were created by this designer named Paul Rand. And if you have such inspirations, of course, we cannot hire these people to create our logos, but we can use them as inspiration. So again, let's copy this. So I just added another text here called by Paul Rand. So this is what came out. And I believe that since we added a lot of other keywords here as well, other than by Paul Rand, so it's become sort of like a mixture of having pop art as well, flat design as well, blues and reds, and a little bit of Paul Rand in there. But if we were to remove all of these other keywords, let's see what happens. And this is what comes out then. Few more things that I wanted to show you before we close this video. Restart from here. Now, what if I wanted to make a 3D logo, right? So simply add 3D logo for an ice cream shop. But here, I think flat design would be sort of contradictory to a 3D design. So I'll just change this to gradients. There you go. The last couple of things that I want to leave you with at the end of this video is try some different parameters. I will again use our same prompt, but here I will also add stylize. As you might know, stylize basically tells Midjourney's bot that how much artistic capabilities of the bot do you want to use, and it ranges from a value of 0 to 1000. 1000 means extremely artistic, and it will then rely on the artistic abilities of the bot more than your prompts. And 0 means don't use any of your artistic capabilities, just create what is mentioned in the prompt. You could add high values here and see what comes up. Another parameter like this is weird. And what weird does is that it creates more offbeat, quirky images. And the values of weird ranges from 0 to 3000. And this is also another parameter that you can try to see what comes up and play around with the value to see if you like the direction that the bot is taking. So let's try a couple of these and input high value to see what comes out. So I'm going to start with stylize 1500. Oops, sorry. So stylize has to be between 0 to 1000. So let's try something like 900. And in another prompt, I'm going to use weird. And weird ranges from 0 to 3000. So let's put in a high value and see what comes up. And we have both the images. So this is the one with high stylized value. And yeah, we can see that the image is much more artistic. If that is what we're going for, then amazing. You can go ahead and use one of these logos. With the weird one as well, the output is supposed to be more quirky in nature, more offbeat in nature, and that holds true as well. And if this is what you're going for, you can play around with the weird value and see what comes up. Well, that's it for this video. I hope this was informative, and let me know what other kind of Midjourney tutorials you would like to see in the comments below. And do subscribe for more such videos.